Hi, I'm Sean. Today I'm looking at the hard work card, the 10 of Wands. Since COVID-19 and lockdown, it seems what is required from us employees has definitely increased. I see my full-time work colleagues always close to burnout, and this is the energy of the 10 of Wands. In this video, I'm exploring the symbolism, meaning astrology and numerology of the card. In the Rider-Waite deck, the 10 of Wands portrays a man struggling under the weight of 10 large wooden staffs. His posture is bent forward, his head down, as he carries the heavy load toward a distant town. The symbolism is clear. This is a card of burden, responsibility, and possibly overwork. The town in the background suggests that his journey is almost complete, yet he remains weighed down, emphasizing that sometimes, even when nearing success, exhaustion and strain are unavoidable. The wands he carries obscure his vision, reinforcing the idea that excessive burdens can prevent clarity and insight. It's like trying to carry all your groceries in one trip. You'll get there, but you'll suffer along the way. In Aleister Crowley's Thoth deck, the card is titled Oppression and depicts 2 crossed wands, entangled and weighed down by 8 smaller wands. The image evokes a sense of entrapment and constraint, where creative energy is being stifled by responsibility or external forces. Unlike the Rider-Waite depiction, which offers a sense of completion, the Thoth deck presents a more suffocating perspective, emphasizing the feeling of being trapped under obligations or societal expectations. Think of trying to leave a party, but every time you grab your coat, someone pulls you into another conversation. While both decks convey the weight of responsibility, the Rider-Waite version allows for a sense of accomplishment. The burden is heavy, but the goal is in sight. The Thoth deck, however, suggests an almost oppressive force that stifles growth and freedom. Where the Rider-Waite version speaks of perseverance, the Thoth deck warns of restriction and systemic oppression, highlighting the different ways a heavy load can manifest, either as a necessary struggle towards success or as an overwhelming force that demands change. When the 10 of Wands appears upright, it often signals overwhelming responsibility, stress, or feeling burdened. It can indicate someone who has taken on too much, whether in work, relationships, or personal challenges. The card suggests a need to evaluate one's commitments and determine whether all of them are truly necessary. However, it also represents perseverance and the ability to carry one's responsibilities to the finish line. While the struggle may feel immense, success is within reach. In some cases, this card highlights ambition, taking on too much in the pursuit of achievement, but warns that without delegation or self-care, burnout is inevitable. It's the equivalent of saying yes to every project at work and then realizing you haven't had a weekend off in months. In its reversed position, the 10 of Wands suggests the release of burdens or realizing that something is unsustainable. This can be a welcome relief, indicating a willingness to let go of unnecessary responsibilities. It might signal a period of reassessing priorities, choosing rest over excessive effort, or finally reaching a breaking point where burdens must be shared or removed. In some instances, it can also warn of resistance to letting go, holding on to obligations that no longer serve a purpose out of guilt or attachment to struggle as a means of validation. It's like refusing to drop an old phone contract, even though you've already upgraded to a new one. Astrologically, the 10 of Wands corresponds to Saturn in Sagittarius. Saturn, the planet of discipline and restriction, imposes structure and hard lessons, while Sagittarius, a sign associated with exploration, philosophy, and expansion, struggles under the weight of limitations. This combination creates a push and pull dynamic, an urge to move forward with grand ambitions, yet feeling bogged down by responsibilities, rules, or restrictions. It reminds us that achieving great things requires effort, but also that unchecked ambition can lead to exhaustion, like trying to backpack across Europe on a shoestring budget without a plan. Numerologically, the number 10 signifies completion, transition, and the end of a cycle. In the suit of Wands, which represents fire, passion, and action, reaching the 10th card suggests a culmination of energy, either towards a goal or towards burnout. It is both an ending and a new beginning, signifying that once the burden is released, a new path can be pursued with greater clarity. Imagine finishing a grueling marathon. Yes, you're exhausted, but now you know you can accomplish anything. The Ten of Wands encourages self-reflection regarding responsibilities. Are you carrying too much alone? Is there a way to delegate or share your burdens? This card often appears in readings for those who are overworked, carrying emotional labor for others, or feeling stuck in relentless cycles of duty. In relationships, it may suggest one partner bearing too much weight in the dynamic, while in career readings, it often points to burnout or taking on more work than is necessary. The lesson of this card is to recognize limits and find ways to ease the load before exhaustion sets in. It's like refusing to ask for help moving a couch, only to throw out your back. Let's look at so-called harmonious pairings with the Ten of Wands. Which cards are a good fit? The Ten of Wands pairs well with the Four of Swords, which suggests rest and recuperation, emphasizing the need to pause and regain strength. The Six of Pentacles can highlight the necessity of balance, particularly in work and financial matters, suggesting that sharing responsibilities may lead to relief. The Judgment card can indicate a realization that a current path is unsustainable, pushing one to make necessary changes. Conversely, the Tower can serve as a stark warning. If burdens aren't managed, external forces may intervene dramatically. Imagine your workload piling up until your boss suddenly decides to redistribute your tasks, whether you like it or not. Lastly, Western mantras to use if you are being dominated by the Ten of Wands. I release what no longer serves me, allowing space for ease, clarity, and renewal. My journey is not meant to be carried alone. With each breath, I let go of burdens that are not mine to bear. I embrace balance and release the weight of unnecessary responsibilities. I trust the universe to support me as I lighten my load and move forward with ease. A possible Vedic mantra could include Ganesha's mantra, the elephant god, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Repeat 108 times for 108 days to help remove obstacles and heavy burdens. I've included these mantras in the description box below the video, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment or add anything which you think I overlooked.